Hello and welcome to a food shop. I've whacked out the mini mic. It's not the best, but I hated doing the voiceover last time, so I'm going to try and have the confidence to actually talk while I'm in there. We'll see how that goes. I usually use a list on my phone, but you're on my phone, so I've got a little list here. I am getting bits for Amani as well, and I am getting general household bits. Probably won't show you those, probably just going to show you the food. Love an Aldi Super 6, so let's get some pears. I think I'm also going to get some mini apples, possibly like stew them, put them with porridge. Listen, we all need a bit more fibre in our lives. Do I look like a professional? I'm not. Also, not my bananas, Imani's. She wants them green. Listen, I want my bananas as close to brown as possible, so crazy lady. Wonky grapes. Red. They change their wonky grapes, it's just whichever ones are wonkiest. So sometimes it's red, sometimes it's white, slash green, slash whatever you call it. I like red. Got two things of grapes, because I like grapes. I love cherries. They're actually my favourite fruit. Way too expensive. I do have a preference of lettuce leaves and stuff, but essentially what I do is just go with whatever's cheapest. And then it's also which is the heaviest, because I want to get the most value for money. This is 120 grams for 79p, 90 grams for 79p. You see? You gotta check. I think we have a winner. 200 grams for 99p. This is new, they never used to have ones this big. Didn't get two. My Aldi layout, it's like half of the veg is here, half is on the other side. If you keep going down, you get to like meats and cheeses now, so slight switch up on what we're doing. So what I tend to do is like once every 2 weeks or so, I get one of the 2 kilos of chicken, and then that lasts me about 2 weeks. I've actually gone through all of the proteins I have in the freezer. I usually like to treat myself once a week to like a piece of salmon or a piece of steak, so I'm not just eating chicken breast day in, day out every day. I don't go quite as insane. A fun little autism trait. I hate frozen salmon. It's the texture. It doesn't feel like the texture of fresh salmon, and so I buy the more expensive salmon, and it's so expensive to get fresh salmon. I'm gonna do it. I know this is gonna be a really expensive week because I'm doing a full protein based stock, so I'm just gonna do it. 2 beef medallion steaks. They have like so many different pieces of salmon. You can get 4 pieces, or you can get a joint and cut it on yourself. You can get these salmon scrap bits as well, which are way cheaper than a normal salmon. Sometimes you can find like 2 relatively normal pieces in there. So we're gonna go through these and see what we can find. Okay, no good scrap pieces. So going for these, and I love in the UK that it does tell you which is the cheapest by weight. It's actually shockingly the 4 pieces, not the side that you'd cut up. So 4 pieces. Listen, say what you will, but Aldi really is just doing the most with all of like their protein tubes and stuff. The Fire tubes. You got the what's it called? I've forgotten the name of the brand, but you know what I mean. If I show you this, you know exactly what they're duping here. Drinks, shakes, pancakes, cheesecakes, mousse, new granola pot things. These, which are like protein mutter corners. So I'm going with their cheapest fat-free Greek style yogurt. They do have other ones. They do have their Fire dupe, and they do have a specific protein one, but like twice as expensive. So this will do. You see, this looks great. It's 30 grams of protein. It's a Muller corner dupe. How many calories is it? 250-ish calories for 30 grams of protein, which is pretty good. It's more expensive than the entire pot of yogurt I just got. Speaking of food fatigue, I'm getting really tired of having a whole tin of tuna every day for lunch. It's the only way I can get even close to hitting my protein goals, because it's too expensive to have 2 chicken breasts a day. A tin of tuna is some like 50 odd p. We'll get down there in a sec. I've just done these, and I'm thinking if I even just mix it up every other day and have like, I don't know, 5 crackers with the tuna instead of just having it on a single piece of bread. I might get these. And they do seem cheaper than getting the things like the thin flatbreads that they have. Why did these have to come out when I'm trying to lose weight? I love pistachio. How dare you? So these are 91 calories for a bag of these. Quite high in carbs, but I'm thinking, because after dinners I sometimes just really want a sweet treat, and then that becomes a lot of sweet things. So if I get these and I like dip them into the yogurt, it's a bit like the pots that were too expensive. I'm getting these. I am aiming for some vague level of moderation, because when I have tried complete crash cut out things, it just fails spectacularly. So trying to give myself some grace within a reasonable amount. Less sugar, salt, ketchup. I eat a fair bit of ketchup. Actually, I've stopped eating as much ketchup. I've really cut back on all the sauces and stuff that I have, which I suppose is good. I haven't been to Aldi in so long because Manny really likes Lidl. There are so many new things that I haven't seen. 55p with this tuna, whereas a chicken breast, at least £1 for a chicken breast. 55p for a single can. And this is why I have to have one of these a day, because I can't afford to just eat chicken breast. I don't have the money for that. 2 tins of black beans. Usually one night a week, when I have been to the gym and burnt off enough calories, I make myself like a burrito bowl and use them in that. Baby potatoes. I always used to buy the wonky carrot bag. It is such good value for money, but I can never get through them all before they go off, and that's just a waste. Get a more realistic weekly bag of carrots. I used to get myself like a 6-pack of like low-cal crisps that I would treat myself to, and can't trust it just eating it all at once. So no, not doing that anymore. A bit like these pistachios. The thing is, I could smash this whole bag in one go, and that is 1,212 calories for this little thing. No! Listen, anytime I go through the Aldi special run, I'm standing there like, yeah, I need a fire extinguisher. You know, for the other room than the kitchen that might have a fire happen. Aldi have brought out their own dupe of the Sunday shower foams. Frozen broccoli. I eat a lot of broccoli at one time, because I essentially try and do a volume of broccoli, so 2 kilos. I just went like up to my arm, like head in the freezer looking for another thing of broccoli. So I couldn't see any carrots, I couldn't see any veg. Carrots are over here. Like, I kid you not, I was in there like this. I shouldn't be allowed in public. Who decided I was allowed to be an adult, eh? Next thing is eggs. Dozen eggs. Aldi's now got high protein bagels and high protein flatbreads, and exact same price for the same quantity as the non-proteinified versions. So it's the same price. Oh no, actually, you get less bagels, but for flatbreads you get the same amount of flatbreads for the same price, which is unheard of in the proteinified world. Annoying that they have dropped you down on bagels though. Just have one is 131.5 calories, which is a lot higher than like just a piece of bread. But this might help me with my tuna fatigue, just to have something a bit different and interesting. I think I'm going to try both of these. I can push them out and throw them in the freezer and just have one each thing, but I think with my tuna fatigue I need something, and also this would give me an option to make like chicken lettuce wrap things, and I can even use like Greek yogurt as a sauce rather than just constantly a roasted chicken breast. I'm really going in on the protein things, which I guess is good to have the options. It's just you never used to see stuff like this in the UK at all. So you always see Americans, even Americans now, who are like, yeah, and this is the keto bread that they sell there. And I'm like, you guys get keto bread? We don't get shit like that. These are really good. The off-brand Lidl versions are terrible, but these are actually really good for just when you have a sweet craving and you just need something. 80 calories, 95p, so it's less than 20p for a bar. So these usually just sit in the cupboard, and if I ever have a hankering, we eat one. And these seem to be a dupe of the Fibre One brownies. I did run back and pick up some parsley to go in the Greek yogurt sauce and then keep the flatbreads. I think that is everything, so time to check out. Wish me luck. 87.61, so very happy with that. I will do a full calculation and put it here for you of how much my bits came to. Thank you for joining me.